Hi, are you ready to read a new book with me? Yes, I'm happy to hear that. I love this book, The Rattlebang Picnic. I hope you like it. You can see the front cover. Looks interesting, right? Let's see. The Rattlebang Picnic by Margaret Mahy, pictures by Stephen Kellogg. You can see this couple. Here said just married. Let's go. To Penny and Bridget, who have been on so many Rattleback picnics with me, MM. To Laurie and Sam, with love, SK. When Jack McTavish married sweet Marion McGillicuddy, they counted their money and talked things over seriously. We can afford either a wonderful, speedy car that never breaks down, or we can have lots of children, said Mr. Jack McTavish. What a pity we can have both. You can see this fancy and expensive car. They was thinking. Perhaps we can have a few children, just 6 or 7, if we make do with an old car, suggested the new Miss McTavish. That's a good idea, cried Mr. McTavish, looking pleased. We will have 7 children and get by with an old Rattenback. Yes, what a nice decision, right? Well, let's see. So the McTavishes had 7 children: Travis, Tessa, Alice, Matilda, Taylor, Winnie, Malcolm. All aboard! What a beautiful family. And drove an old Rattenback. You have done the right thing, said Jack McTavish's mother, Granny McTavish. Yay! She liked having grandchildren. Yes, it looks like. We can all go on picnics in the Rattleback, and I will make pancakes and pizzas for us to eat. Yay! Park here for the Shark Park picnic area. You can see all the children helping each other happily. Yes. Now, Granny McTavish was a good grandmother, but she was not a very good cook. Her pies and pizzas were tougher than old boots. The trouble was she always baked everything for an hour or two at a very low temperature, and and it toughened things up. You can see here's a shark, and they are waiting for this pizza. I hope they like it. You could use her pies, pizzas, and pancakes as frisbees or bowl them along the beach. But you just couldn't bite into them, even if your teeth were very strong. Looks. Uh-oh, the shark tried to eat it, but he can't. Was impossible. One day, Marion McTavish, who was famous for being adventurous, said, We have often been on picnics to the beach or to the river. For our next picnic, let's drive to the very tip top of Mount Fog. Yes, yes, yes. Call the seven McTavish children and Granny McTavish in one voice, for they were all adventurous as well. However, Jack McTavish looked grave. I'm not too sure that's a good idea, he said. The road's winding and rocky, and we only have the old Rattlebang to get us there. Pieces keep dropping off it. You see the pieces? That's true. I'm sure it will be just fine, cried Marion McTavish. We are longing to climb the mountain and swim in the hot springs. All right, we will risk it, Jack McTavish decided. Let's go. So, on the next picnic day, Mr. McTavish, Miss McTavish, the seven little McTavish, and Granny McTavish piled into the old Rattenback and set off for Mount Fog. It was a beautiful morning. A plume of pure white cloud floated around the top of the mountain. The old Rattenback struggled up the winding, rocky road, bumping and banging and backfiring, then stopped right beside the hot springs. You can see all the pieces? Let me show you. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and nine. Okay, let's go. Everyone plunged into the warm water and swam happily up and down. Later, they dried themselves by jumping over the hot air geysers that blew between the rocks. Yay! They are having fun, right? Yes. This is perfect, said Mr. McTavish, setting out the lunch. I can't think why more people don't picnic here. Yeah. Mm, what a beautiful time, right? Yes. The only disappointment was the pizza Granny McTavish had insisted on making. It was so hard that it bent the picnic knife. Even banging it with sharp rocks failed to chip any pieces free. After an hour of hard work, the little McTavish had only managed to grind a hole in the middle of it. Apart from that, the pizza was quite unyielding. Well, it probably wouldn't be good for us anyway, said sensible Miss McTavish. We shall make do with cupcakes and apples. Yay! One for me, yes, yes, one for me too. So, after a delicious cupcake and apple lunch, they stretched out in the sun to rest before setting out for the top of Mount Fog. As they dozed, they were surprised to feel the mountain jiggling and rumbling beneath them, as if it too were digesting an agreeable meal. Can you see? What's that noise? They was asking. What's that? What's that? Suddenly, there was a great volcanic roar. The ground shook violently. The white clouds surrounding the peak turned gray and then black, and red hot lava poured down the mountainside. Quick, everyone, into the car! Cried Mr. McTavish. And they was just right here. You can see them? Yes. Let's go. So they all piled into the old Rattenback and set off down the rocky, winding road, bumping and banging and backfiring while the red-hot lava burbled furiously after them. The car is going very well for an old Rattenback, said Granny McTavish. You see? But just as she spoke, the car gave a sickening lurch. A wheel had fallen off the Rattleback. It went bowling swiftly down the rocky road ahead of them, struck a stone, and leaped out into limitless space. Down, down it fell. It fell, becoming smaller and smaller until it vanished completely. Behind them, the 10 McTavish could hear the sinister hiss of the red hot lava flowing toward them. Now, no screaming now. Everyone, think quickly, Mr. McTavish said. Here they are. You can see them? Yes. And the wheel. Uh-oh. Let's go and read. What happened with Mr. McTavish, with the family? Granny's pizza. His 7 children cried together. Granny's pizza! Granny's pizza! Put Granny's pizza on the old rotten bag. Yay! Hastily, Mr. and Miss McTavish jacked up the old rotten bag, trying not to notice the red hot lava creeping closer and closer. Then Mr. McTavish banged the pizza onto the axle using an iron mallet, which they always carry in case of emergencies. While Miss McTavish rubbed the axle with what was left of the picnic butter so that the pizza would spin around smoothly. By now, the red hot lava was very, very close. All right, said Jack McTavish briskly. Let's give it a whirl. Everybody piled back into the old riding back as the red hot lava rose behind them like a tidal wave. The engine coughed and sparked, then burst to life. Off they went, bumping and banging and backfiring down the winding, rocky road, leaving the volcano and red hot lava far behind. The old Rattenback may have looked a little strange with a pizza in a place of a wheel, but none of the McTavish care about that. You see how God take care of them, right? You can see the pizza on the wheel? Good. Let's go. How wise we were to have 7 children instead of a speedy new car, exclaimed Mr. and Miss McTavish, smiling at each other. Yes, what a wise decision, right? And how wise I was to cook that pizza for an hour and a half at a low temperature, thought Granny McTavish. Yes, how wise was Granny? Let's go. What a wonderful picnic! The seven McDavid children murmured to one another. Perhaps for our next picnic day, we can all pile into the old Rattenback and go to Tornado Valley. That will be fun too. And they banged and bumped and backfired all the way home in perfect safety. The end. I hope you like this book because I love it. Well, thank you for staying here with me at the end of this book. See you next time.